Hello, and welcome back to In Case You Missed It, Black Audacity Style, where we bring you up to speed today on last week's news and hot topics that you may have missed. I'm LaWanda Morris, CEO of Black Audacity Magazine, and your host for this evening. Now, normally we discuss multiple topics, but today is a special edition. I know we've been away of In Case You Missed It, and we will only be discussing one topic. That's one newly released and highly anticipated season 3 of Bridgerton. So, spoiler alert, please be aware that this does include Bridgerton updates and spoiler alerts. So, if you haven't binge watched all episodes yet, you'll want to pause this video here, go watch Bridgerton, and then return and hit play. So, pour yourself a drink, grab a snack, and let's get into it. All right, Bridgerton season 3, part 1 has just recently been released as of last week, and this part has 4 episodes. So before we dive in, I am not here to give you a step-by-step details of season 3, part 1. I am going to give you some spoilers and to tell you my opinion and insights into what has transpired in this first half of the season. Now that we are on the same page, let's get into it. As you know by now, there are 8 episodes again for season 3 of Bridgerton, but they are being released on Netflix in 2 separate parts, each having 4 episodes. So today's review and discussion are about the first 4 episodes. Only the first 4 episodes, also known as episode 1, Out of the Shadows, episode 2, How Bright the Moon, episode 3, Forces of Nature, and last but certainly not least, episode 4, Old Friends. Okay, OMG, I'm super excited for this. First of all, I'm thrilled to be back, and I'm thrilled that the show is back after a little pause. And so I want to first pay my respects to Shonda Rhimes and Shondaland for this beautiful show. From the fashion to the set to the hair to the makeup, all are fabulous. Such a fabulous spectacle that we all have grown to love and admire. So the Netflix overview of episode 1 reads as follows. The debutantes enter the marriage mart as Francesca Bridgerton navigates first season out, aka In Search of a Husband. A well-traveled bachelor, aka Colin Bridgerton, returns, and Penelope unveils a new look. Okay, I'm not going to give you a history lesson on the characters or the actors who play them. Look out for that breakdown in a future In Case You Missed a Special Edition episode. But if you don't know that info at this point, you should probably go back and rewatch seasons 1 and 2. They are also highly recommended. It's now Francesca's turn amongst the Bridgerton clan to pick a husband this season, and I don't think she was really feeling it at the beginning. She seemed more interested in her creative hobbies, especially playing the piano and music in general. She seems very gifted in this area and very passionate about it as well. As a Bridgerton woman, however, she is expected to be Queen Charlotte's Diamond of the Season, a title which she eventually does get. But I don't think she plans to marry the gentleman or the lord that the Queen has selected for her as a husband. It seems she has an eye on another that has similar interests as she does. Who can blame a girl for following her passions and expressing interest in someone who is equally yoked, should we say? Now, let's see how this storyline plays out. And of course, Colin Bridgerton returns from his worldly travels to the open arms of all females' attention that any young, handsome bachelor could possibly want, and then some. So while Penelope is tired of being considered a wallflower and expected to ride the trains of her idiot sister's dresses, she decides that she wants to be married too and get away from her family. So in order to aid in this pursuit, she has enlisted the local dressmaker to change her wardrobe as well. What's that old saying? Dress to the nines. You go ahead on, Penelope. I am loving the new looks, the more sophisticated looks, though I will miss her more colorful, more playground dresses that we've seen from seasons 1 and season 2. All right, moving on to the overview of episode 2 called How Bright the Moon. And the way Netflix breaks it down goes as follows. Penelope begins her private lessons in charming suitors, but the arrangement quickly grows complicated. A dazzling debutante seizes the queen's attention And as I stated earlier, Francesca earns the queen's spot as her favorite of the season after being given a second chance, that is. So, after a brief argument upon Colin's return, he and Penelope resolve their issues, and Penelope agrees to let Colin coach her to help attract a husband. Now, this arrangement does indeed quickly grow complicated when their feelings seem to make appearances, and while the onlookers are judging and beginning to ask questions about this arrangement. All the while, Penelope and Louise's relationship, or a lack thereof, should I say, they're no longer friends since Louise found out last season that Penelope is in fact Lady Whistledown. That's all on display, all of which makes this arrangement even more complicated. As if that wasn't enough, Penelope and Colin kiss, which makes that even more complicated. Yes, you heard right. Spoiler alert. Penelope and Colin finally kiss. Now, on to Netflix's overview of episode 3 called Forces of Nature. Let's break it down. Penelope catches the eye of nature loving Lord Devlin to the dismay of other admirers. Most importantly, Colin Bridgerton, that's my little input. A near catastrophic event occurred on a windy day, making a hero out of Colin. So, in this episode, after Penelope is experiencing much failure and embarrassment in her attempts to find a new husband, she catches the eye of Lord Devlin, and they really seem to genuinely hit it off. I'm almost happy for her. Although, truth be told, I want her and Colin together. And it would be a happy ending, but would it not be for Bridgerton? And if there was no competition lurking around who was also after Lord Devlin, and in this case, it's Louise's new BFF, which is not good. Anywho, during a fabulous outing, Lord Devlin and Colin end up saving Penelope. This is all while Colin is wrestling with his feelings about the kiss that he had with Penelope, as well as his feelings about her. There's also a lot of steamy moments in him kind of reminiscing over that kiss. Go look at the episode and you'll see what I mean. Okay, Netflix overview of episode 4 goes like this. It's also called Old Friends. When a caller arrives at her home, Penelope faces a difficult choice. For others, opportunities to build a fresh start and a love match abound. Now, let's get into it. During this episode, Penelope almost gets a proposal from Lord Devlin, but in a heated twist, she ends up getting asked the big question by none other than Colin Bridgerton instead. That's right. Colin proposes to Penelope. What? And they make out. Like they make out big time. And that's all I'm going to say about this episode. You have to go watch it. Moving on to the quick preview for the second half of season 3 that Shonda Rhimes has blessed us with, which will also be 4 episodes. It looks the engagement between Colin and Penelope is moving forward, but not without lots and lots of drama. And Louise is shocked, as the rest of us, about the news of the engagement. And she threatens to tell Colin that Penelope is also Lady Whistledown and that she must tell him herself before Louise does. And oh my, I can't wait until the second part comes out on June the 13th. I don't know about you, but from the new fashions of the season to all of the new storylines, including the new money in town, the new Black family with money in town, and the arrival of new characters, I am here for it. I'm here for all of it. I'm here for the long haul, Miss Shonda Rhimes. So please, do not let us down. Bring it in part 2 for season 3. I know you will. You always do. Well, those are all of my highlights and opinions and updates and spoiler alerts or spoilers for season 3, part 1. I hope that you've enjoyed this very short breakdown, but I wanted to just get in on all of the excitement for the return of Bridgerton. Let us know what you think down in the comments. If you have some spicy input that you want to talk about the season or any of the episodes that I mentioned, please don't go into anything beyond what we've covered here, the first 4 episodes of season 3. We would be happy to receive those comments. And like I said, stay tuned at a later date for a breakdown of seasons 1 and 2. This episode was only meant to focus on season 3, part 1. We hope you enjoyed. Well, that's all for now. I hope you have enjoyed today's very special segment of In Case You Missed It, Black Audacity Style. After our brief break, we're happy to be back. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, and turn on those notifications so that you can see more Black Audacity Magazine YouTube content show up in your feed. I'm LaWanda Morris, CEO of Black Audacity Magazine, and we are unapologetically and unambiguously Black Audacity. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you back here next week. Please stick around for a brief word from our sponsor. Thank you so much to our sponsor, Black Skin Beauty. Black Skin Beauty is that black don't crack kind of beauty, y'all, that we all want. And now we can all have with Black Skin Beauty's new youthful regimen. Black Skin Beauty can help you get your skin all the way together. Black Skin Beauty offers a revolutionary 3-step youthful skin regimen to help your skin look and feel younger than ever. Get your beauty on. Check out their website at www.blackskinbeauty.com. That's BLKSKNBEAUTY.com to enter for a chance to win free products and to get 10% off. Black Skin Beauty, that black don't crack kind of beauty. Check them out on Instagram at Black Skin Beauty today.